Welcome to Transforming the Toddler Years, a Core 4 parenting podcast blending soul and science-based strategies to empower pandemic moms like you, raising kindergarten-ready kids. I'm Cara Tyrrell, your host, a lifetime lover of littles, girl mom, early childhood educator, and conscious parenting coach who truly believes that how we connect and collaborate with our kids in the first 5 years is how we raise world-ready kids who will change this world. Welcome back to the Transforming the Toddler Years podcast. Today's episode is really special. You know how you do things sometimes and they aren't exactly what they end up being in the long run? Well, this is a grounding mama meditation that I recorded before this show had the name that it had, before my Transforming the Toddler's Years course had been renamed. I mean, this is as organic content as it gets. I was re-listening to it recently and just thought, this is too good. This is too good for you not to have it as a resource to come back to on the hard days. So you'll hear me reference the Joy of Parenting 8-week program. Well, that's now the Transforming the Toddler's Years course, and it's a 6-week program. But really, don't worry about the details. Find a quiet, calm space. If you're driving, this is not the time to listen to this, so that you can truly go inward and own your mama magic. Reconnect to why you chose to bring a human being into the world and lift their soul up and teach them everything they needed to be a great person and a beautiful contributor to the world. This is all about you today. So enjoy. I look forward to reading your reviews. Please reach out if you loved this meditation and you want more. I would love to do that for you. This is a special episode. I woke up today and I just felt led to do a grounding mindset mama meditation together. You and I'm not sure if you know, but I have a 8-week coaching program for conscious moms like you called The Joy of Parenting. And sometimes people say to me, at first I didn't understand what you were doing there because quite honestly, on a day-to-day basis, I just don't feel joy inside my parenting. And I get that. It's hard work. It's intentional work. It's triggering work. It's emotional work. It's physical work. The job of raising another human being. But we chose it for a reason. We felt called by our body, by our heart, and by our minds to bring another human being into this world. So inside the chaos of raising their tiny body and brain and soul from birth to 5. It's so important to remember why we did this in the first place, to reclaim the joy of parenting. So if you're multitasking, if you're driving, maybe not a great idea to listen to this episode right now. Or go ahead and listen and then come back to it another time where you can sit and be quiet and come into the meditation with me. So find a comfortable position, sitting, standing, laying down, whatever is the best, calmest, most comfortable and safest position for your body to absorb words and energy and have emotion. And we're going to take a few grounding breaths together, counting in for 4, holding at the top, and fully releasing for 4. Let's do that again on our own 3 more times. Holding at the top and releasing. 2 more times. And release. 1 more time. And if you haven't already, close down your eyes so you can use some visualization along with the emotions we're about to tap back into. Mama, you have been on this journey to parenting for a long time. Long before this day, long before this moment, you had dreams, you had visions of what it would be like to be a mom. Transport yourself back to those moments, the ones where your heart swelled and said things like, "When I'm a mom, I will. I can't wait to be a mom because parenting will be so." Sit inside the past you and that heart, the maternal heart that was already dreaming of the reality. Breathe into her. Breathe into her energy and her hopes and her dreams and her visions. And if thoughts of your current reality come in, that's okay. Thank them for showing up and let them know they can just move along right now because you're back in a different body, in a different time, in a different place. Now invite your maternal heart to remember the day you found out, the moment you found out that you were pregnant, that you were expecting a baby, that your surrogate showed up, that you got the phone call, that you were next on the list to adopt that baby you've been waiting for forever. The day you found out that you would be in physical presence as a mom. And let those emotions swell. The excitement, the joy, the anticipation, the wonder, all those feelings that a whole new world had opened up to you. And what came next was going to be amazing. You were excited for this journey. Let your heart burst right now, remembering those feelings. And breathe into them. Anchor them. And release. And invite your maternal heart to move forward a bit to the moment you met your child, held them in your arms for the first time, gazed into their perfect little tiny face, watched their tiny bodies stretch and move and flail around a bit, the reality you had dreamed of for years coming true, happening for you, for them. Allow your maternal heart to remember those feelings. A love so big, it almost hurt. A joy so enormous, you didn't know how to hold it all. An arrival, a new beginning. Recall those emotions, feel them right now, and breathe them in to anchor them. Oh, that feels so good. And Mama, the real world can be a hard place. The day-to-day of physically taking care of your little person, of emotionally taking care of your little person, of spiritually taking care of your little person can get so filled up with the tasks, with the check marks, the to-dos. It can get so filled up with your child's experience, the way they're reacting to the world, their crying, their tears, their sadness, their confusion, as they make this massive transition to being a human body in this world and needing you to guide them. That it can be incredibly easy to forget that joy is the reason we decided to raise a baby. That joy and connection and love was the reason motherhood called us. To allow yourself to believe and then have the experience of joyful parenting inside one part of your day, and then 2 parts of your day. And then realizing that just because the world told you it has to be hard, that maybe it doesn't have to be so hard. Maybe it can be joyful. The connection between you and your little one, the relationship, the rich, beautiful relationship that you create can be joyful and beautiful. Watching them learn, grow, and succeed when you're truly in the moment to do so rivals that first glance of love so big it hurts. It's work, but it's worth it. Let's take one more big breath to absorb all the emotion we've recalled and to believe all the truths that I have just laid down. Hold and release. Go ahead and open your eyes back up. And take a moment for yourself. You know all of these things to be true. You know that you need strategies. You know that there's learning to do. But ultimately, you know all these things to be true. Thank you for trusting me to share this space with you today, to go back in time, to come back to this present moment. Until our next episode, stay mindful and proactive as you transform the toddler years.